grandmother doesn't know how to blog. Let me start by explaining why I believe that Israel's creation has been such a blessing for the Jewish people. First, it's been a blessing because we now have what we did not have in the 1940s, when our people were being led to the slaughter, a country whose mission statement is the protection of Jewish life. Some younger North American Jews may take that for granted. I don't. I still remember as a teenager watching a Jewish state send airplanes to pick up the Jews of Ethiopia, one of the poorest and most reviled communities on earth, and return them to be with the people from whom they had been separated since the days when the temple stood. Second, Israel has been a blessing because thanks to the Zionist movement, we have a Jewish state as a cultural center for Jews around the world, based upon the revival of Hebrew as a living language. And with all the problems that we have maintaining diaspora Jewish life today, one can only imagine how much more difficult they would be if we did not have Israel and Hebrew to anchor us. But these inspiring accomplishments are being put at risk by Israeli settlement of the West Bank and the resulting threat to Israel's character as a democratic Jewish state. Democracy is not the whole of the Zionist dream, but democracy is necessary to the Zionist dream. Theodor Herzl understood this. His novel Amtnaland is largely about an election in an imaginary Jewish state between one party that includes Arabs and supports the right of Arabs to vote, and another party that wants to restrict the right to vote only to Jews. And in his novel, Herzl has one of the candidates who believes in democracy tell the people of this imagined Jewish state, quote, "You must hold fast to liberality, tolerance, and love of mankind. Only then is Zion truly Zion." Israel's founders understood this. In 1948, 3 years after the Holocaust, with the stench of Jewish death still hanging over Europe, and Israel in a war for its very survival against its Arab neighbors, fielding a ragtag military composed in significant measure of people with numbers tattooed on their arms, Israel's founders wrote a Declaration of Independence that promised, quote, "complete equality of social and political rights to all its inhabitants, irrespective of race, religion, or sex." For me, that democratic vision is crucial to the miracle that is the Jewish return to sovereignty in the land of Israel, and it's a big part of the reason an Israeli flag hangs in my 6-year-old son's room. I should acknowledge